focused on you.
We begin today with the weather. Here's a live look at conditions in Kirkwood. Cloudy and cold, and if you're traveling this week, you'll want to know what to expect. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Kay Quinn. The rain has moved out, and now we look ahead to a dry and maybe slightly warmer holiday. Meteorologist Gary Frank is here with the Weather First forecast.
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape right now, although it feels a lot more like November. We're not talking about warm and dry anymore. We're drying out a little bit right now. You can see some of the trees moving around just a little bit. The wind is up. It's out of the northwest. We saw that rain over the last 24 to 36 hours. And right now, other than a couple of sprinkles here and there are actually some breaks in the clouds closer to Columbia. And we look and zoom in and maybe a sprinkle or here or there, but not too much going on. It does feel cooler. With a northwest breeze right now, it feels like it's 38 degrees in Creve Coeur, 39 O'Fallon, Illinois. It's chilly outside, and that's going to be the key for us here over the next couple of hours is how does it feel here looking throughout the next several hours. So into the rest of this afternoon and evening, I think for the most part, it is going to be much, much cooler as we still see temperatures holding steady right where they are in the mid-40s, even as we start to clear out by 5, 6, and 7 o'clock. And that's what we'll look at specifically as we have the back edge of that cloud cover and rain chances. We'll start to talk about more about the holiday, where we should be this time of the year, and find our next rain chance as we head into the extended holiday weekend, Kay.
I'm Mercedes McKay in Bridgeton in front of the St. Louis Area Food Bank. And inflation is impacting everyone, and no one knows that better than the folks here at the food bank. Actually, right now, the need for distribution is up 11%, and the cost to distribute that food, that's up 144%. But luckily, the food bank isn't alone in helping the community. Happening right now, the Urban League of St. Louis is holding its annual turkey giveaway. From now until 3 p.m. at the Urban League Regional Headquarters on North Kings Highway, you can get a free 20-pound Thanksgiving turkey with all the fixings. All you have to do is drive up, pop open your trunk, and you'll have everything from green beans to stuffing to cranberry sauce and more. The Urban League's turkey giveaway is actually one of the largest Thanksgiving giveaways in our community. To see a full list of other Thanksgiving giveaways happening the rest of the week, head to our website, kck.com. In Bridgeton, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
The Missouri Supreme Court will not hear Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft's appeal on the language of abortion ballot summaries. He hoped to overturn a lower court's ruling that changed the wording on several petitions for next year's ballot. If passed, abortion rights would be added to the state's constitution. Ashcroft says that would allow for dangerous, unregulated, and unrestricted abortions. The ACLU says the repeated rejections of Ashcroft's arguments show his case has no legal bearing. Happening today, Herman police officer Adam Sullentrup is coming home. He was shot in March while responding to a call at a gas station. He's been in Colorado recovering from a brain injury. His partner, Detective Sergeant Mason Griffith, also was shot and died. The Herman Police Department will escort Officer Sullentrup back home to Washington, Missouri. If you'd like to welcome him home, you can line up along Recreation or Phoenix Center Drive around 7:15 tonight. In the next hour, 26 mayors from North St. Louis County plan to address the county council to reinstate the post-third sale property program. The mayors claim County Executive Dr. Sam Page stopped it without notice. The program allows the public to bid on certain properties that have gone unsold at any time. The meeting begins at 1 p.m. The city of St. Louis is potentially out of hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue since October. The city failed to file paperwork with the state in time to collect sales tax on recreational marijuana. 5 on your side, Danny Kroll spoke with marijuana experts about what went wrong.
Frustrated is an understatement. Look, we just came through a very tough budget cycle where we were looking at some, really stark figures here.
Initial estimates show about $500,000 lost due to the administrative oversight,
which is a very significant amount of money for a city that needs every penny it can get.
City staff finally filed the necessary paperwork last week. A statement from the St. Louis mayor's office explains that, quote, while state law does not specifically define who is responsible for submitting the required documents to the Department of Revenue, the bottom line is that St. Louis will be precluded from collecting the additional 3% sales tax on cannabis products. That is unacceptable.
It's totally within their discretion how to spend that 3% sales tax revenue, whereas the 6% statewide sales tax is specifically allocated to 3 purposes.
The owner of Starbuds Dispensary in University City says an average order is about $50 to $70.
Missouri enjoys their cannabis, and so they may have missed out for a couple months, but they will be getting their money once everything gets in order.
The Missouri Department of Revenue has filed a special waiver to begin collecting revenue on January 1st.
I mean, this is absolutely a preventable misstep, and I'm hoping that we can kind of get to the bottom of it in our budget committee. We can get to the bottom of what exactly happened here, what went wrong, and make sure that we have clearly defined roles in our city departments that can prevent something like this from happening ever again.
That was Annie Kroll reporting. The St. Louis Budget Committee will meet next week to talk about the staffing shortages and how they may have impacted the failure to file that paperwork. An update now on a shooting that left a man dead on Interstate 70 in the Metro East. We've learned the victim is Troy Edwards, a local rapper known as Mud Bugatti. State police say someone in another vehicle shot him while he was driving on the Stan Musial Veterans Memorial Bridge late Sunday night. A passenger was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. No arrests have been made. Police in St. Louis County looking for the people who took an ATM from a store on West Florissant. This was the scene early this morning at the Family Dollar near Dunn Road. Officers responded to a burglar alarm and found someone had used a vehicle to break through the front doors. They used a chain to get away with the ATM. Still ahead, a possible deal to free hostages in the Middle East. The details being reported by NBC News. Plus, it may not be just the crowds complicating your holiday travel. Why the weather may be an issue too.